Hi there, Fred, FR5ED, here with the beer review. Today, we are going to review Ruthless Rye IPA from Sierra Nevada. Well, first of all, I do like Sierra Nevada. I like their success story, the fact that they still are a craft brewery by definition. I like the fact that they are all about the hops. And Torpedo, which is their extra IPA, is a staple around here. I've got a 12-pack on hand at any given time. It's well priced. I do get a bit of a discount at our local grocery store. They run specials every now and then, taking a couple dollars off the normal price. But anyway, that being said, forget price. It's still a very good IPA. It really was the IPA that cracked the code for me. I'd had Dogfish Head 60, I'd had Hop Stupid, and I do like those two now, especially the Hop Stupid from Lagunitas. But I had not had that epiphany yet, and it was actually Torpedo that turned the corner for me. And I've always got it on hand. It's kind of a go-to, having it in between other experiences. I go back to Torpedo, kind of a palate cleanser, so to speak. Anyway, this is from Sierra Nevada. And we're going to, first of all, before we open it, let's look at the numbers. On ratebeer.com, it's rated at a 97 overall and a 97 in style, and that's after 1,306 reviews. Not too shabby. Over on Beer Advocate, this is after 3,571 reviews, so, not quite triple the number, but still significantly more. It only rated an 87, which is very good, but it's not as stellar as the ratings over on Rate Beer. The commercial description, Ruthless IPA is brewed with this rustic grain, meaning rye, for refined flavors, combining the peppery spice of rye and the bright citrusy flavors of whole cone hops to create a complex ale for the tumultuous transition to spring. And this certainly is a tumultuous transition to spring. Here in Florida, Central Florida, it's in the low 50s. It's raining. It's been raining off and on for days. It's kind of dreary. And of course, I'm sorry I mentioned the temperature because so many people around the country and probably the world right now, and at least in the hemispheres that are experiencing winter, the hemisphere that is experiencing winter doesn't appreciate the mention of a temperature in the double digits above zero. Anyway, let's get this cracked open. Let's try it out, and let's wrap this up. I do like rye IPAs that have a rye component to them. I don't know that I would want them all the time, but I do like peppery. I do like the dry, almost the astringent element that they may add to it. All right, this is kind of a brownish, a light brownish. It's less red and a little more on the brown side. Just trying to get some good light coming through there. Yep. Now on the screen there, it looks more dark, but yeah, it's a little on the dark, or the less red, the more brown side as far as that hue goes. But it's a decent head, about 1.5 fingers. Bubbles are not micro. They're that's interesting. They are, well, on top they are. So it's a combination of, micro bubbles, medium bubbles, a few large ones, but it's holding in there. You got some lacing going on already as the head diminishes. Let's check the aroma. Oh, what is that? I don't want to use the word musty, as that might sound a little negative, but it's almost a woodsy musty. Definitely an unusual aroma. I mean, I'm getting some of the citrus and melon in the background, but I'm getting a mossy, musty, not as in stale or gone bad, but and woodsy. It's definitely different from what I'm used to smelling in a traditional IPA. A non-rye. Wow, it's a nice, interesting smell. It's inviting. Let's give it a taste. definitely very different. It's dry, quite dry. Again, that's not good or bad. That's just, you've got a spectrum of sweet to dry. It is definitely on the drier end. Fairly medium mouth body. It's not tipping over to the heavy side at all. I don't think it's but not thin, so medium. And as far as flavor, I can tell you what I'm not getting. Comparing it to what I'm used to in other IPAs, usually you're getting the citrus flavor, sometimes the malt flavor. And by malt, usually that's barley, malted barley. This, I don't know if it's brewed with roasted grains. No, it doesn't say that it's only rye, but if this is totally rye and not just some rye, I don't know how that works. I don't know how fermentable rye is, but it's compared to the Torpedo, it's a totally different taste. Totally different aroma, and yet it's still considered an IPA. The bitterness is there. The hop bitterness, I don't think it's quite as bitter as the Torpedo. This is 6.6% ABV. Torpedo, I believe, is 7.2. This is dry and woodsy. The flavor, it doesn't taste a lot like other IPAs, whether they're singles, doubles. It's the rye, and I've had IPAs that have had a rye component, but if this makes me think this is totally rye. I have to look into that. You can check it out. You can post it as a response or a reply to this, a comment to this video. Let me know. But I do like it. It's not one that I've had one of these a long, long time ago, so this is another brand new experience, really. I would get this again just because it's so interesting. It's by Sierra Nevada. I do like them. And this is a nice departure, very nice departure from, some of the, more standardized, if there is such a term for IPAs. I like it. So I recommend that you give it a try. This is Ruthless Rye IPA from Sierra Nevada. And this is Fred, FR5ED, over and out.